Also taking into account a series of aerodynamic principles that explains why airplanes fly, which are the forces that act on the wings they are in the air. Wait, it is the force or gravitational attraction of a body being in direction perpendicular to the surface of the earth. Thus, the force is obtained by accelerating an airmass at a speed greater than the aircraft. Lift. It is the force that keeps airplanes in the air by means of certain varieties of agents such as winds. Draft. It is an aerodynamic force that opposes the movement of the planes to the air. They are forced to horizontally in the opposite direction and to vertically in the opposite direction. The air resistance is opposed to the momentum of the aircraft that moves in forward by the action of the engine, and the weight of the aircraft that pulls it down is opposed by the lifting force that lifts the aircraft. One of the main causes of lift force is the Bernoulli effect. Aircraft which have a particular design, its upper part is more cut and the lower part is straighter, which also have the same effect of elevators. This causes the air to pass over the surface until it reaches the end. The air stream is accelerating due to aerodynamics and travel faster than the air balloon. The elevator also do a general function, push down the tail and make the nose lift this, make the wings find at a higher angle of attack, which generates more lift and more resistance.
I am going to the U.S. in the passenger area. It is certain model derived from A320 were minimal changes because it has the same fuel tanks but were fewer passengers. 124 passengers in two-class configuration and maximum of 156 passengers in configuration with kitchen and a emergency exit instead of 6 standard A319 departures. ACJ bought A319 with galleys, so the capacity increases to 156 passengers in one class, but to satisfy evacuation regulation, additional emergency doors were added over the wings where ACJ, the launch control of the 156 passengers, and a capacity version emergency exit.
Good morning or good afternoon, Engineer Wilbur and Teacher Brenda. I will talk about the importance of the afterzone of the aircraft. The importance that this has is that it gives mobility to the aircraft at the time of flight as well as the horizontal elevator. There is also called the plane. This is an important factor for the flight of the aircraft, since it should be noted that it is the one that produces the pitching movement. This, uh, this is usually divided into a fixed parts called in horizontal fixed planes and red part that is mobile called the elevator. Also being is the area with the vertical stabilizer that could be called as drift as well as the stabilizer has its importance at the moment of flight because it has its usefulness as a directional after giving elevation to the plane and subjecting it to lift. These two is divided into two parts, the drift itself and red part called the rudder. Thank you.
In the section of charges 513000, we find the materials used in the basic structure of the aircraft, as well as the recommended materials to be used by the operators when the structural repair of carried out. Aramid fiber in reinforcing plastic, glass fiber in reinforcing plastic. Only use the secondary structures and quartz fiber plastic reinforced in the radome. Plastic reinforced with ceramic carbon use the belly firing panels. Carbon fiber is reinforcing plastic used in the primary structures.
The Airbus A319 is baby bus, with one plane wheelhouse capacity of landing play design for many Martin group of family planes. Airbus with the license. The planes contain and cargo. There are many essential gadgets and many other things. One addition, conditioned and never practiced ventilation ducts that go through the effect. Part of the plane cheated the subject. Summer beach plane has the air landing preparation. The Airbus A319 might eat baby bus. Unit 1 of plane will lose capacity of landing. Play design for many. Martin group of family planes. Airbus will the lesson. The planes contain in la cargo there are many essential gadgets and many other things. One addition, condensation and never practice ventilation added ducts to go through the effect. Part of the planes cheat sheet the subject. So summer beach place has the air landing preparation.
Today I'm going to talk about the ATA in the after zone of the aircraft, but first I will talk about what ATA is. The ATA 100 system is a common reference system maintenance classification for all aircraft, and all documentation is divided into groups and subgroups of and the ATA that is part of the after zone of the aircraft is the ATA 53. The ATA 53 talks about the fuselage of the aircraft, and the ATA 53 is related to the forward, central, and after zone of the fuselage, because they are part of the fuselage of the aircraft. and every part of the fuselage of the aircraft is important to the airworthiness of the aircraft. Data gives us necessary information about the aircraft in each part of the aircraft.
Stringer is longitudinal element of the aircraft power assemblage, which is connected to the nerves and frames of the wing skin or the fuselage. The focus is of a central area of compression and tension. It is a thin bar of wood, metal or carbon fiber to which the coating of airplanes adheres. In the fuselage, the frames and run in the longitudinal direction of the aircraft support the stringers. They can withstand higher loads and help transfer the load from the cladding to the structure. They are always fixed to the frames or ribs, but they are walls attached only to the cladding and the jet support the loads and bending moments to axial force.
Hello teacher, in my presentation I put X in difference. In the Airbus, in the gas, in the Airbus. A319, it is rather small. Hante, A320 and A321, but has better technology and to take capacity is less that of its company. It is still of the Belgian aircraft, and it's even more because the A319 now wheels net version and is equipped with wind ever advanced technology. It can be said that it is always small compared to the A320 and A321, but its top is an aircraft with excellent capacity. It feels to say that the A321 is the longest planet, but is not considered that way because it's only used be taken. Also that the A319 only as an emerging exit on the wind, and the A320 carries the number of passengers is carried. It is also you can mention. Its carried is also you can mention the different zones that age and it makes because the three planets make a different zones in the planets. Hello teacher, in my presentation I put X in difference. In the Airbus, in the gas, in the Airbus. A319, it is rather small. Hante, A320 and A321, but has better technology and to take capacity is less that of its company. It is still of the Belgian aircraft, and it's even more because the A319 now wheels net version and is equipped with wind ever advanced technology. It can be said that it is always small compared to the A320 and A321, but its top is an aircraft with excellent capacity. It feels to say that the A321 is the longest planet, but is not considered that way because it's only used by Takar. Also, that the A319 only as an emerging exit on the wind, and the A320 carries with a number of passengers is carried. It is also you can mention. It is carried is also you can mention the different zones that age and it makes because the three planets make a different zones in the planets.